Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be spending some time on the TESSEC CDN HSS2. We'll begin the video by going over a little bit about the CDN, then we'll move to the jumper configurations and connections on the unit. The TESSEC HSS2 is a coupling-decoupling network designed for surge testing unshielded symmetrical high-speed data lines. This CDN is designed for up to 8 wire unshielded twisted pairs and allows for coupling to 1, 2, or 4 pairs. This CDN is fully compliant to IEC 61000-4-5 and is designed for testing ISDN and Ethernet including PoE applications. It is designed for the 1.2 by 50 microsecond surge waveform at a maximum of 2 kV. This CDN is typically used with the TESSEC NSG series, but can be used with any standard surge generator with the appropriate connector. The different jumper configurations allow for different testing capabilities that are located on the front and back of the unit. Let's go ahead now and take a look at the coupling path choices with the HSS2. Here's page 10 of 16 in the user manual, which walks through the coupling path and pair under test. This is a really useful tool when referencing how to test different pins or different types of lines using the jumpers. Looking at table 2 towards the center of the page, the first column we have the pin or RJ45, and then on the far right we have examples which we'll walk through shortly. As you can see, right in the middle for pins 4 and 5, you can reference figure 7, and then for ISDN basic rate, you have figure 8. Let's go ahead now and let's take a look at some of those examples on the next page. All right, here's the series of figures that provide an excellent reference when setting up the different jumper configurations. As you can see, the top figure is for testing pins 4 and 5, and then below that, figure 8 is for ISDN basic. Let's go ahead now and let's walk through some of the different connections on the CDN. Here's the top of the HSS2. Looking on the left side of the unit, we have the connection to the direct output for the surge transient generator. This connector is a female HV Fisher connector, which is not too common. As we mentioned previously, this CDN can be used with a variety of different transient generators, so long as you do have the right connector and cable. We typically include a cable and connector designed for the TESSEC NSG 3040-3060 series. However, we do have a more generic one we include as well. Now taking a look at the left side of the unit, we have a label for where the EUT will be connected. And then all the way on the right side, we have a label for our auxiliary equipment port. Let's go ahead now and let's take a look at the EUT side of the HSS2. Here's the side of the TESSEC CDN HSS2 where the jumpers can be used to adjust different coupling paths. Right now you can see we have the jumper setting for 1000 base T and base T4 where they are connected across the 2 bottom rows. To the left of that, we have a jumper diagram which has the different jumpers labeled and the different pins. And then below both of those, we have our EUT port. Taking a look at the jumpers again, the different paths can be selected by removing the jumpers and adjusting them to reflect the different configurations we looked at in the user manual. Let's go ahead now and let's make the necessary adjustments to the jumpers to allow for testing on pins 4 and 5. Looking at the reference diagram on the left, we need to have jumpers on J7, J5, J6, and J3. These jumpers pull out quick and you can easily adjust them. Let's go ahead and make those adjustments now. So let's take our first jumper and put it in J7. Just like that. Our next jumper in J5. Our last jumper in J6. And then we'll just keep our third jumper in this same jumper 3 position. All right, so now we've completed our adjustments to the jumpers Everything looks good and is in accordance with Figure 7 of the user manual. The same methodology can be used for a variety of different configurations where we're using the jumpers to modify the different paths. Alright, that should complete the video today on the Tessex CDN HSS2. We began the video by walking through a little bit about the CDN, then we moved to the different connections and jumper configurations. We hope this video has been useful, and please keep us in mind if you ever need to rent the CDN HSS2.